Here we go, folks. This is Mesa PD at its finest. A Mesa lieutenant, mind you. And then I want you to notice how he talks about the thin blue line. The fucking thin blue line. This is a disgrace to my community.
He's the only higher-ranking officer in the Mesa Police Department arrested for drunk driving in the last 5 years.
But this wasn't just an officer driving tipsy. It was an alarming intoxication level and a test to see if different rules apply to different people.
Investigative reporter Wendy Halloran joins us with her exclusive story, Professional Courtesy. Wendy.
Mesa PD.
Professional courtesy, that's how it's referred to when police look out for their own. Cops shouldn't ticket or arrest other cops unless there are aggravating circumstances. Officers expecting them to look the other way. Lieutenant Rick Van Galder works for the Mesa Police Department in the Patrol Division. He also used to investigate other officers as an internal affairs investigator. On a February evening when the lieutenant was pulled over by Gilbert Police, he invoked his "I'm a cop" card and maligned the arresting officer. Would he wiggle his way out of it? If that was you, do you think you'd avoid arrest?
Get off my property, please. I asked you, please get off my property.
Mesa Police Lieutenant Rick Van Galder would much rather you didn't know about his arrest.
I can call you repeating that.
That wouldn't be the first time he's had interaction with Gilbert Police.
911, where's your emergency?
It was February 12th, rush hour traffic on Friday.
We'd like to report what we suspect is a drunk driver.
Hardworking people on their way home after a long work week.
They're completely swerving in between the lines.
Nearly hitting the median multiple times as the driver turned onto Warner Road from Dobson Road. The caller had no idea who was behind the wheel.
There's the yellow license plate, and then I think there's like a blue man.
Gilbert Police Officer Gonzalo Dominguez was in pursuit of the driver with the fallen officer's specialty license plate when he turned right onto Lindsay Road from Warner Road, swerving back and forth within the lane. Dominguez, a rookie cop, was just starting his field training. Patrol Officer Josiah Saladin, his trainer, is with him.
Roll down the back window, please. Officer Dominguez, I need your license, please. Any weapons, anything illegal in the vehicle? Yeah, gun. Where's your weapon? Right there.
Officer Dominguez unloads Van Galder's pistol.
Have you been drinking at all, sir?
He would later contradict himself.
All right, it's our job to keep the roadway safe. You should know this, okay? You understand that I'm requiring the law.
The responding officers seem handcuffed.
We're going to tie our hands. We have odor of alcohol. We have clerk station. All right, we have your driving behavior.
Is Van Galder implying they're supposed to ignore his actions and give him professional courtesy?
I have 20 years on the job.
Remember, he claimed he had one beer.
Beer. I realize I've had a couple of drinks. No argument there.
I think
Van
I need
Galder
to move to
refuses a
Gilbert.
field sobriety test, wants them to park his car and allow him to walk home. It's a long walk, more than 5 miles.
Just so you know, tomorrow I'll retire.
He wants them to let him go and cut him a break.
Like I said, a lot of police officers feel that pressure to take care of their brethren.
Dwayne Wolf is a retired police officer, now a law enforcement instructor at a community college in Minnesota. A supervisor sets Van Galder straight.
You're not going to not arrest me in front of me, so... Huh? You're not going to not arrest me in front of me.
I'm not telling you that.
But he is. Van Galder is handcuffed.
Unbelievable.
Gilbert Police did the right thing and didn't cave into pressure.
That doesn't serve the profession. It doesn't serve the department. And quite honestly, it doesn't serve the officer in order to make them a better officer. They just get the attitude that there are no consequences for my actions, which then encourages them to continue with the inappropriate actions.
Yep.
Meantime,
There's
his wife,
no
Teresa,
consequences
a
in
homicide
Mesa.
detective for the Mesa Police Department, is questioned by the field training officer. He realizes she's intoxicated and sees a chunk of chewed pizza fall out of her mouth and land on the seat between her legs. Neither driver nor passenger, both Mesa cops, are sober enough to be behind the wheel.
Why? Endangering you?
Van Galder is not amused.
Really? Really? That's ridiculous.
Incensed, they didn't put the cuffs on in front.
Put my hands in front of me. Have the courtesy. I'm
Van Galder is transported to the police station for processing. Still miffed about the handcuffs.
Thank you.
Sir, I respect your career, I respect your position.
I'll do anything you want.
He's asked if he'll submit to a blood draw.
I'm controlling my sleeve and show the thin blue line.
Then he pulls the cop card.
I literally have a thin blue line tattooed on my arm. I've watched officers die. I could have gotten a little courtesy. For God's sakes, man, brother. Come on.
Then he begins to berate Officer Saladin.
How long you been on the job, brother?
Doesn't matter to me.
Why won't you answer that question?
Because you're being confrontational with me. I don't want to sit here and argue with you. You're sitting here and you're belittling me in front of my ITOs.
He goes on another verbal tirade about the handcuffs.
For God's sake, if you want to train him right, you say, this is no threat. Freaking handcuff him in the front. Done deal. Done.
Van Galder suggested the rookie cop should be more deferential in his presence, like those of lower rank than him at Mesa PD.
I literally have
I respect your input and your advice.
that would right now be in awe.
Fuck Mesa PD.
Every question I say was yes, sir.
Van Galder is put in his place. He's still wanting professional courtesy from the cops.
I can tell you, even if he wanted to do it, I wouldn't allow him to happen.
Lieutenant Van Galder wants to be treated differently than rank and file.
That's my name. You have no idea.
Implies the officers are going to blab about his arrest.
You know my name.
As he exits, Van Galder takes a parting shot.
When you're a Mesa lieutenant, I'm sure you have a stellar career.
You have no idea. Hey man, I apologize.
I appreciate that.
But claims he's been mistreated.
We haven't disrespected you. We haven't mistreated you.
You couldn't, honestly.
We have to call our apologies.
Remember that blood draw? Lab results show it came back at .306.
At that level of 0.3, you are definitely dealing with someone who has had more than 10 drinks, almost 20, and coming up to a level that is really on a lot of the charts. It would be almost off the charts.
Dr. Rebecca Shue is a forensic pathologist and used to work for the Maricopa County Medical Examiner's office.
Just your decision making is greatly decreased if you're even conscious. While I've seen levels that are higher, but that's in the deceased.
She examined the toxicology and arrest reports for us and says the belligerence and arrogance Van Galder displayed was exacerbated due to his alarming intoxication level.
Even to get to that level and to not be unconscious would suggest that he has some level of experience with alcohol.
Mesa Police Chief John Meza declined our repeated requests for an on-camera interview about this case. So we tried to talk to Lieutenant Van Galder and his wife.
Do you have anything to say to your department or to the people that you investigated when you were with Internal Affairs who received DUIs?
But
This
neither would say
motherfucker was
much.
Internal Affairs.
You don't have anything to say about this case at all? Why were you driving while intoxicated? Lieutenant Van Galder, the public has a right to know.
I think it's just really very, very fortunate that he did not hurt anyone.
Almost 2 weeks ago, Lieutenant Van Galder pleaded guilty to super extreme DUI. Other charges were dismissed following a plea offer from the Gilbert City prosecutor. That came with a 3-day jail sentence, which he already served. He will be on house arrest for 11 days as part of the plea offer, with electronic monitoring and continuous alcohol monitoring. Mesa PD confirms the termination paperwork has been started against
I
Van
am
Galder,
glad he's off
but
the
a final
fucking
decision
force.
has not yet been made. Wendy Halloran, 12 News.
I'm so glad he's off the fucking force. Hey, Jack and G. Alright, guys, it's Spittin' Cobra. I saw this video and thought you guys would like to watch it. I'm out.